This year at CES 2026, Asus brought a lot of devices that's super interesting. Let's check them out. First up, the Zenbook Duo 2026. As the name suggests, this offers a dual 3K 144Hz display, so Asus Lumina Pro OLED. But more on the design, we have a detachable full-size keyboard and touchpad. It's a 1.7mm keyboard travel, which is really good for typing. The keypad is 127 by 79mm with smart gestures, so this would be good for people who need to create on the go very quickly. The keyboard can be used for more than 50 hours without the backlight, and the chassis is ceruleum, which means wear, shock, and smudge resistance. What's also great about this is it has a unique natural hue and texture, which makes it look really good. It's scratch resistance and anti-fingerprint, so you're not going to mark it up with your fingerprint on the go. The Zenbook Duo 2026 also has integrated kickstand, so when you need to stand it up and use it in different formats, this will be really useful. It measures 14.56mm thick and 1.35 kilograms without the keyboard. It has 6 speakers with Dolby Atmos, 2 tweeters, front firing, and 4 woofers. One of my favorite things about the Zenbook Duo 2026 is how versatile it is to use. So you can have it in dual screen mode, laptop mode, desktop, or you can have it in sharing mode so you can show your work to others. It doesn't stop there, you get plenty of ports available. So you're talking 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, audio jack, HDMI 2.1, and USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A. So more on the display. You get 2 14-inch dual 3K 144Hz Asus Lumina Pro OLED displays, which supports variable refresh rate as well. We have anti-reflection. It's 16 by 10 nano edge with 93% screen to body ratio and 1000 nits of peak brightness. It's DCI-P3 100% rated and finished in Corning Gorilla Glass for durability. Thanks to the 180 degrees hinge as well, you can lay it full flat if you need to, and you get 70% smaller gap between the dual screen. Performance is really up there as well when it comes to the Zenbook Duo 2026. You have up to Intel Core Ultra X9 Series 3 with up to 50 TOPS NPU. There's dual fan there as well to keep things cool. Up to 45 watt TDP. It has a dual battery setup totaling 99 watt-hour battery, up to 2TB PCIe 4.0 SSD, and for the RAM, you can have up to 32GB of LPDDR5X 9600 MTS RAM. You have Intel Wi-Fi 7 and Intel Arc graphics. So in terms of performance gains, we're looking at 40% faster CPU, 50% faster GPU, and 3.8x NPU. You get all the Copilot Plus features as well, and it's quiet and cool under pressure. Next up, we have the new Zenbook A16. In terms of the design, the Zenbook A16 UX3607 has ultra lightweight design at 1.2 kilograms. It's finished in ceruleum, so the lid, the keyboard frame, and the base. So this is high-tech ceramic, which is durable, scratch and shock resistance, has a smudge-free texture, and easy to clean. It's basically lighter than anodized aluminium. And as the name suggests, it's 16-inch. It has an easy lift hinge, which is stable and wobble-free. It comes with ErgoSense keyboard, which is smudge-free in terms of the keycaps, and up to 6 speakers with Snapdragon sound and Dolby Atmos. For the ports, we have 2 USB 4 Type-C, 1 USB 4 Type-A, 1 HDMI, audio jack, and 1 SD card reader. There's also Wi-Fi 7 available. And for the display, it's 3K, and as the name suggests, it's 16-inch, offers 120Hz nano edge OLED display. For the brightness, we're talking 1100 nits peak brightness, and it supports Display HDR 1000 True Black. For the performance, it's powered by Snapdragon X2 Elite Extreme, which offers 18-core processor, 80 TOPS NPU, 5 GHz clocking rate, and 192 bits of memory interface. Elsewhere, we get 80 TOPS NPU, lightweight dual fan thermal design, 70 watt-hour battery, so you're talking all-day battery life. In fact, this is rated for 21 plus hours of video playback. For storage, we're talking up to 2TB PCIe 4.0 SSD, up to 48GB of RAM, and up to 228GB per second memory bandwidth. For the software, we have all the AI features that Copilot Plus brings to the table, and we have smart privacy, so adaptive dimming and lock screen privacy, Windows Hello for logging in, infrared camera, and facial recognition. There's also Microsoft Pluton for security, which offers regular backups, continuous protection, and voice sprint technology. So overall, the Zenbook A16 is going to be a powerful laptop that I can't wait to try. Next, we have the Zenbook A14. If the Zenbook A16 is too big for you and you want something a bit smaller, then you go for this one. This is the UX3407NA. This is 14-inch Full HD OLED display. It weighs under 1 kilograms, so we're talking 990 grams. It has 70 watt-hour for the battery, so 33 plus hours of video playback. There's no SD card available in this one, but you get up to 1TB of PCIe SSD and up to 32GB of RAM. It's powered by Snapdragon X2 Elite. 60Hz refresh rate is there with 6000 nits of peak brightness. For the Display HDR, we're talking 600 True Black. It has 2 speakers, 100-watt Type-C chargers in the box versus the 130 that you get in the A16, and it's available in the Iceland grey. And if you want something a bit different, you can also get this one in the Zabriskie beige. Next up is the ProArt GoPro PX13. I'm really excited for this one. The Asus ProArt GoPro PX13, so the HN7306, is basically designed for those who like to create on the go. So you get a rugged laptop that's useful and also very, very GoPro-esque in terms of the design. So we get a bold black metal design with GoPro accents and matching sleeve as well. We have a one-touch GoPro hotkey. Story Cube is there as well for all your AI needs, so in terms of organizing your footage. We have a 13-inch display here, which is convertible as well with 360-degree hinge. It's 1.39 kilograms and 15.8 millimeters thick. It has a micro SD card slot, so you can take your micro SD card out of your GoPro, plug it in straight away, and you can start editing away. You also get a GoPro Blue backlit keyboard. There's also a dial pad on the touchpad with GoPro Blue color. This is useful for precise scrubbing of your files in terms of the video files when you're editing away. And it's also very versatile, so you can have intent mode, tablet for sketching, or laptop mode. So what's this GoPro hotkey? With one click, you can go into your GoPro player. So this way you can seamlessly have a workflow from shooting to editing straight away. If you happen to shoot on your 360 GoPro Max media, you can also use it for starting to reframe your shots. So this makes it into a traditionally easy to watch format. There's also some cool accessories available as well, which is very GoPro. You have a hard shell sleeve, which protects from bumps and drops, and also a multi-purpose strap, which allows you to add gadgets and accessories to carry it all together on the go. For the display, you're talking Asus 3K Lumina OLED display. It also supports stylus, and Asus dial pad is there as well for precise visuals and also smoother edits and color grading. It's 16:10 HDR and up to 500 nits of peak brightness. It supports 100% DCI-P3 and is Pantone validated. For the ports available, you get one USB 3.2 Type A, two USB 4.0 Type C, one audio jack, one micro SD card slot with UHS 2, and one HDMI 2.1 with fixed rate link. For the performance, we're talking up to AMD Ryzen AI Max Plus 395 processor, up to 128GB of LPDDR5X unified memory, up to 1TB PCIe 4.0 SSD, and Wi-Fi 7. And for power, we're talking up to 85 watts. The processor is capable of up to 50 TOPS in terms of AI upscaling, smoother editing. This is going to be really powerful. It supports real-time application of AI effects, upscaling, and no rendering delays. So overall, the ProArt GoPro PX13 is geared towards content creators out there who wants to take things out there and edit on the go. This is going to be super useful. And the design just looks really cool, and I can't wait to review this. Lastly, we have the versatile ProArt PZ14. So in terms of the design, this is IP52 rated, so splash and dust defying. It's tested to military grade standard as well, and it weighs just 0.79 kilograms and 9mm thin. It has a unibody design with aerospace grade 606 3 series aluminum alloy by CNC machined. It's 14-inch and you have two USB 4.0 ports, which supports power delivery and display. It has full-size SD card reader, Wi-Fi 7's there as well, and dual camera. So we're talking 13 megapixel rear camera and 8 megapixel front-facing camera with infrared. It supports a wireless keyboard as well with smooth leather finishing and smudge resistance. So you can have this for work or drawing or just lifestyle. It supports Asus Pen 3.0, which can also magnetically charge on the go. For the display, we're talking 14-inch 16:10 3K display, which is Asus Lumina Pro OLED. We have 100% DCI-P3 for those who care about color accuracy, and up to 1000 nits of peak brightness, so when you take it outdoors for use, this is ready to go. It's TUV certified as well and Pantone validated, and it supports Dolby Vision. For performance and battery life, we're talking Snapdragon X2 Elite, which has 18 cores and up to 80 TOPS NPU performance. 75 watt-hour battery life is available to you, and up to 32GB of LPDDR5X 9600 MHz. We have up to 25 watts TDP and up to 1TB PCIe Gen 4 SSD. For sound, we have dual super linear speakers, which sounds absolutely fantastic. This is going to support all your Copilot Plus features. Story Cube is there as well, and GoPro integration. In fact, you get GoPro 6-month free subscription with this. You got Muse Tree for AI magic as well when it comes to editing, and it's just fantastic all round. So if you're looking for a device that's portable, lightweight, and also rugged and capable of doing so much, this is definitely one to consider. So overall, I think Asus have brought so much goodness to CES 2026, and this year is looking to be an exciting one for Asus. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you have any questions, drop them there as well. And let me know which one you're looking forward to us actually bringing it to review and give you a deep dive into as well. Hopefully all of them. But thanks for watching. See you in the next one.